Good evening and happy Thanksgiving. You are looking live, well, hopefully here in a moment, over Denver this afternoon. It was a gorgeous and sunny holiday today. Tomorrow is looking just as lovely, the warmest day of the week on tap, but get ready for some big changes with an Arctic air moving in and bringing with it likely our very first and very delayed snow of the season. Weather Impact team meteorologist Kathy Sabin will join us shortly with more views over beautiful Colorado on this Thanksgiving, as well as more details about that changing forecast. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jennifer Meckles. But first tonight, we are continuing to cover a 5-car fatal crash last night on I-25 that killed Colorado State Senator Faith Winter. 3 others were injured in that crash. It happened last night around 6:30 in the northbound lanes of I-25 at Dry Creek. The Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office has not released very many details about the crash. We don't know what caused it or anything about the other people who were injured at this point. The northbound lanes of 25 were shut down for hours last night. We did learn, though, that the person who died was Democratic State Senator Faith Winter, a longtime Colorado legislator. Her district covered Broomfield, Adams, and Weld counties. In a statement, her family honored not just her public service, but also her role as a loving mother, partner, and friend. 9 News anchor and political reporter Kyle Clark shares more on Winter's life and legacy.
Colorado politics is filled with elected leaders, particularly women, encouraged to run for office by Faith Winter. Winter did that long before she ran for the state legislature herself in 2014, working as an environmental advocate and political organizer for years before stepping into the spotlight to win a House seat, then flip a Republican-held Senate seat representing Westminster. Progressives admired that Winter won a swing seat while holding on to her liberal positions on climate, abortion rights, and paid family leave. She was a mother of 2. Democratic Governor Jared Polis said Colorado is shaken by Winter's death, calling her a fierce advocate he'd known for 20 years. In 2018, Winter led a movement to root out sexual harassment at the Capitol, the first of 5 women to come forward with allegations that led to the first expulsion of a state legislator in a century. Democratic House Speaker Julie McCluskey said her bravery brought necessary reforms to the Capitol, and her kindness filled the building. As Winter's profile in state politics grew, so did her public struggles with alcohol, leading to an ethics reprimand in 2024. And in early 2025, her apology on the Senate floor. Winter acknowledged that her choices and behavior had harmed the institution and her colleagues. Upon the news of her death, her colleagues focused on her decades of encouragement to others to step into politics and to make change in Colorado. Broomfield City Councilwoman Heidi Henkel said she was heartbroken at the loss of her mentor, and Democratic State Senator Chris Kolker said he fell to his knees as he learned of Winter's death, writing, "You gave me courage and believed in me." State Senator Faith Winter was 45 years old.
We're also hearing more tonight from the people who knew Senator Winter, old friends and colleagues stunned by her death and now honoring her life. Here's 9 News reporter Shalima Maharaj in studio with more on that. Shalima.
Yeah, politicians from across the state are voicing their shock and devastation over the death of Senator Winter. And today she's being remembered for her advocacy work on women's reproductive rights and the environment. She's also being remembered as a dedicated mentor.
My life would look dramatically different if she hadn't been in it.
Kiera Hatton-Senna is shell-shocked after learning of the death of her friend, Senator Faith Winter.
Learning that you have lost a friend and a mentor and an ally is never easy. Finding out the day before Thanksgiving, a day that she would have had to spend with her family, is exceptionally hard.
Hatton-Senna is the political director for Cobalt Advocates, a nonprofit dedicated to reproductive rights and abortion access.
She integrated reproductive rights into the curriculum of Emerge Colorado and Vote Run Lead and the White House Project, and made sure that everybody getting ready to run for office knew how to talk about reproductive rights in a non-stigmatizing way.
Those who knew Senator Winter say she didn't just champion causes, she championed people.
A lot of people don't think that people who run for office or, our elected officials are humans, and she really put that humanity behind the policy.
Senator Winter's district included Broomfield. Broomfield City Councilor Heidi Henkel first met her in 2019.
Losing another mom, it's just very important to understand that when they're in office, they're still mom. She was a loving mom and a loving daughter and a loving partner.
And when it comes to the legacy she leaves behind, both Henkel and Hatton Senna say she was the real deal.
I want them to remember that she is somebody that just walked the walk every day. She did that work in the political realm. She did it as a mother. She did it as a friend. Now, Councilor Henkel spent some of the day talking to friends, family, and colleagues of Senator Winter, and she says they are prepared to keep moving forward on causes that she was passionate about. In her words, they are willing to keep living life out loud for her. Shalima Maharaj, 9 News.
Shalima, thank you for your reporting. It has been a tough holiday on the roads. Denver police say one person is dead after a crash involving a fuel tanker today. That happened in the southbound lanes of I-25 in Yale around 12:45 this afternoon. The only vehicle involved was that tanker. It's unclear, though, if the person who died is the driver or somebody else. A viewer sent us this photo of what looks like the tanker smashed into the wall. Police say the crash led to a large fuel spill. Police told us both east and westbound Yale remains closed at this hour. RTD's Yale Station, as well as the E-line, are also currently shut down because of fire department activity in that area. RTD says they have shuttles running to replace those lines. Now, let's turn our attention to the forecast on this holiday weekend, Kathy. Gorgeous today, gorgeous tomorrow, and then finally the snow's coming to Denver, or at least we hope.
We do. We hope. We've got cold air and we've got moisture coming together to produce 2 waves of snow for us. Right now, we have fair and calm conditions around the area. Temperatures were warmer today in the mid-50s. We've cooled back a bit now that the sun has set at 48 degrees here in downtown Denver. But it's all about the weekend. Cold and snow both Saturday and Sunday. And we're hoping for at least a little bit of light snow to make this the first snow of the season for Denver. Travel impacts are likely simply because the mountains could see up to 6 inches of snow. Even though Denver might see half an inch or a couple inches, not a huge impactful storm. It is something we're all kind of looking forward to. The next system is already moving toward Colorado on the northwest flow aloft, but it won't be here until Friday night. The mountain snow will start during the day tomorrow, but the snow doesn't happen in Denver until overnight Friday into Saturday. It's quick, the first wave, but it will be impactful in that it will drop a little bit of light accumulation. And then we have a little bit of snow coming in Saturday night into Sunday. So these are the total snow amounts from Friday night through Monday morning. It's not a huge storm for us either wave, but it may be enough to bring the season's first snowfall, we're hoping. Temperatures stay comfortable over the next couple of hours. On weather headlines, details on the timing and impact of the weekend storm. That's coming up.
All right, Kathy, thank you. Getting out and running a race on Thanksgiving might not appeal to everybody, but a record number of people showed up this morning for the Mile High United Way Turkey Trot. Our photojournalist Ann Herbst is most decidedly not a runner, and she posted up with a group along the route who share her sentiments.
Some people love the challenge of movement in the morning.
It's okay to quit.
Alex North spends Thanksgiving
I give you permission.
standing still.
Cheers. We're not a 5K on a holiday family. We want to be a safe space for others, not running a 5K on a holiday families.
Alex has created a turkey trot sanctuary at her Wash Park home for a lot of years.
Long enough that I don't remember not doing it.
A record 11,600 runners passed Alex and her crew in the turkey trot, raising $770,000 for the Mile High United Way. Alex raises a glass to them.
I have the hydration packs too, if anybody needs that. If anybody had a rough night last night, which is also possible. I can't believe you didn't bring your pilgrim hat.
I know. I like to dress up as a pilgrim a lot, but today I just went, puritanical.
Well,
Costumes are optional. Turkey is not.
well, then you just need some turkey pictures.
If you push this button, it'll take the picture too.
So the turkey was handed down to us from our old neighbors.
But see, I can't from my angle.
It's a family heirloom.
And no holiday is complete without a little drama.
I always wanted the 12-foot skeleton. I mean, he's holding a knife and fork. So the narrative is that our giant skeleton is chasing our turkey, and he's going to eat him on Thanksgiving.
So much to be thankful for.
I've had a little mimosa, so I could probably start crying, but I'm not going to. I'm thankful for my family and my friends. I'm thankful for Wash Park. I'm thankful for Denver.
From Alex's view, it's hard not to run towards the good.
Oh, yay! Happy Thanksgiving!
Ann Herbst, 9 News.
Who needs a beer?
Denver's Turkey Trot's been waking up families for a before-dinner run since 1973. It's 4 miles long, so depending on your height and your weight and your attitude, you could burn between 300 and 500 calories before the meal.